Greetings of the day. In this video of business finance, we will see somewhat a new type of problem related to the working capital requirement. The question says that a company has an annual sales of 50,000 units with a selling price of rupees 30 per unit, and information related to the cost structure is given as material 50% of sales, wages 20% of sales, and overheads 10% of sales. It means that only the units produced or the level of activity is given along with the selling price. None of the amount related to the material, wages and overheads has been provided. Again, stock of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, debtors, creditors and else expenses are being provided that we are being paying after how many months, and we are required to calculate working capital requirement considering the 10% of safety margin which usually the company keeps as a part of what we can say provision for contingencies. So before jumping on the solution, we will start with the statement of cost for 50,000 units. Statement of cost for 50,000 units, so that we can have cost structure of the company or the amount which would be required for the purpose of what we can say for the purpose of framing the solution. We would make 3-columnar table in which first column would be for particular, second would be for per unit, and third would be for amount. So what we have to take? We have to take the amount related to the raw material, wages and overheads. So what information is given with respect to raw materials? It is been said that they form part of 50% of sales. Again, the question says that we don't have the amount of sales or per unit of the sales is been also provided. So we can take that per unit of sales is rupees 30 into 50% of sales. That means that per unit would be 15 into 50,000. The amount would be 7,50,000. 7,50,000. Again, wages also been provided with the similar kind of information, that is 20% of the sales. So 30 into 20% of sales. 30 into 20% of sales, it would form in and around of rupees 6 into 50,000. 6 into 50,000 would equals to 3 lakh. Then would be overheads. They form 10% part of sales, that is 30 into 10% of sales. So it would be 3 into 50,000, that would be 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Now we could have our total cost 15 plus 6 21 plus 3 24. Now we can make the total of amount also. That would be 12 lakh would be our what we can say total cost. Now again we have been provided with the selling price, so that we can also here calculate what we can say the profit of ours. So plus profit, and here we have the sales. So we can calculate on the basis of this information. So sales was given of rupees 30 into what we can say 50 lakh would be 15 lakh. So as we have our amount related to the sales, on the basis of that we have total cost also, we can calculate profit. 30 minus 24 would be 6, that is our what we can say profit per unit, and 6 into 50,000 would be 3 lakh, that is our profit for the 50,000 number of units. 3 lakh would be our profit. Now as we have all the information and we have obtained our total cost or cost of goods sold, it can also be termed as cost of goods sold. So we can use the same information for the purpose of calculation of working capital requirement. So we can prepare the format for statement of working capital requirement, and now we can start working on the formula, that is current assets minus current liabilities. Our first portion would discuss about current assets. So what is the information related to the current assets? First of all is given is the stock of raw material, again stock of raw materials. The amount of raw material is 7,50,000 and the period for which stock is lying with us is 1 month. Therefore 7,50,000 into 1 divided by 12 into 1 divided by 12 would amount to rupees 62,500. Second thing would be given for the stock of works in progress. This is the new thing which has been provided in the question. The question says that we have a stock of works in progress for say 2 months at 50% completion stage for all the things. When this kind of information is provided clearly that all the components, usually the works in progress comprises of 3 components. First one is raw material, second one is wages, and third one is what we can say overheads, whatever may be that overheads. When the information is given clearly in the question that all at 50% completion, that means that we have to take all the things at 50% completion. So what we can do that is cost of goods sold, that means 12 lakh into credit period is usually 2 months divided by 12 into, as it is on 50% completion for all the things, we have take 50 in divided by 100, that is 50%. So we would get our answer as 1 lakh. If suppose that this information was not provided, then we have to again prepare the working notes related to the calculation of stock of works in progress. This type of question would be taken in the next lecture. Now third thing is information related to the stock of finished goods. Again, finished goods are usually taken at cost of goods sold multiplied by credit period, for which finished goods are with us in our warehouse, that is 2 months divided by 12. 2 months divided by 12, it would be equals to 2 lakh. Then we have to calculate amount for debtors, 12 lakh. Then we have to refer to the question for the credit period allowed to our customers was of what we can say 2 months. Therefore 2 divided by 12, again it would be 12 lakh. Then usually cash requirement is given in the question. As it is not given in this question, we would take it as nil, and we can have what we can say our a total current assets, as we have named it as gross working capital. We have discussed the definition of gross working capital. He says that total of current assets is known as gross working capital. So we can make the total of this 5,62,500. We can transfer it in the next column so that we could use it in the further part. So that we can use it in the further part. Then now we have to take our second portion, that is current liabilities. So first of all we have to take current liabilities of our creditors. Creditors are the person who has provided us the raw material. So for creditors, what is our amount? Raw material 7,50,000 multiplied by credit period allowed by creditors is of 1 month into 1 divided by 12. It would be again 62,500. 62,500. Then would be outstanding wages. The amount of wages accumulated are 3 lakh, and delay in payment of wages is for half month. So we would take 0.5 divided by 12. 0.5 divided by 12 it would amount to rupees 12,500. 12,500. Then delay in payment of, we have to take third item, that is overhead is amount of rupees 1,50,000 with a delay period of what we can say 1 month, that is 1 divided by 12. 1,50,000 into 1 divided by 12, the amount would be of rupees 25,000. Now we can make total of our current liabilities. We would first write it here as our current liabilities. We can make total of it 62,500 plus 12,500 plus 25,000. It would amount to rupees 1 lakh. We can transfer it in the second column. 1 lakh, 4 lakh, 5,62,500 minus 1 lakh, that would be 4,62,500. This is our, what we can say, working capital. Working capital, we have used the formula A minus B, that is current assets minus current liabilities. Now the question says regarding to the provision for contingencies, we have to add it plus provision for contingencies. So the percentage of provision is given in the question for 10% of our working capital, that is 4,62,500 into 10%, it would be equals to 46,250. 46,250. We have to add up it in the working capital so that we can get our net working capital requirement. That would be 5,08,750. 5,08,750. This is our net working capital requirement. So this was it for the question. In solution, what was new thing? We have been given only the per unit amount of sales as well as the number of units produced during the year, as well as the information related to the raw material, wages and overhead was given in percentages. We have calculated it in per unit and then in the amount. Same amount was used by us for the purpose of the calculation in the working capital statement. At the same time, second thing new was the stock of works in progress, which we have the new thing in our solution element. So what we have done, as the question says that all the stocking of works in progress at 50% completion. So we have taken 12 lakh into the credit, the period for which stock of works in progress is lying with us into 50% for all the three components. We have said that works in progress comprises of three components: material, wages as well as overheads. And rest part is already been done by us. This was it for this question. In the next video we will see how we can calculate stock of works in progress when it is given on different stages of the production. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.